Okay, here I am. I've filled in some of these jobs and times. I prefer just to say how many hours it's going to be, not hours like you have here. But let's say we have on 425, this job, Dan Adam job, is going to take 2 hours. Dylan's going to do it. Then he's going to go to the Judy Rizik job, which will take 7 hours. That'll fill his day. Kyle will have to do the Jim Eischen job. That's 8 hours. Doug will have to do the Paul Johnson job. That's 10 hours. Great, that day's full. The next day, the 26th, we have Angie White's job, which is going to take 18 hours, so I assign Dylan and Kyle to that. Doug will go to Diane Burke's, which is a 9-hour job, so that day is full. 427, I've got 2 hours at Ruby Green's for Kyle, 4 hours at Dave Clark's for Kyle. And that same day, we will be at Julie Lander's house for 16 hours, Doug and Dylan. So that day is full. On the 28th, we've got 27 hours at Annie Wells, which will need 3 guys so that it gets done in a day. The next day, the 29th, we've got Doug doing a 4-hour job and another 4-hour job. That fills that day. Kyle doing a 3-hour job, a 1-hour job, a 2-hour job, and a 2-hour job. That's filled in Dylan. So this is how I do it, and I do it for the entire season, going all the way down to the end of the year. So that's why it's important that they all shift properly. So let's say, for instance, that Annie Wells calls me up and she says, Doug, the 428 won't work. Could you do it on 426? I'd say sure. So using your system, if I can pick one cell, pick, do you want to move this? Yes. I want to move it to 426. Put it here, place. If I click no, it will exchange it. So here's Angie White is here, Annie Wells is here. So if I click no, it'll exchange it. Fine, but moving that down there is not necessarily what I wanted. What I wanted was that to just move down to the next day and then all these to move. So I'm going to move that back. Which was here. So now it's back how it was, okay? So what I really want is I don't want these to move necessarily along with this, but I want to move these 3 or 4 or 5 cells up to the 26th. When I move this to the 26th, it has to move all these other ones down. So this one and this one should then be on the 27th. This one, this one, this one should then be on the 28th. These here should stay where they are because I'm only moving this one day. So if I pick it, yes, I want to move it. And I put it on the 26th place. And then this time I'm going to say yes to insert rather than exchange. This is when it really gets wacky. So if I click yes, now it put it at the end of 425 and 429 is gone, right? Because now what, Angie White is still here on the 26th. This is on the 25th. What I wanted was this on the 26th and this stuff on the 27th and this stuff on the 28th and this stuff on the 29th. But instead it kind of moved it all goofy. It's hard to even follow. So that's why I say it's not working the way I would want it to. This, I don't know how this does me any good. I don't know what this is. This, I certainly don't need any of this. I would not even look at it. I just want one page. It doesn't have to have this stuff over here. This is just fancy stuff. If you're going to have buttons like this, they can't just stay up there because eventually I'm going to be halfway down this page and I am not going to be able to scroll up here. That's why it needs to be drag and drop.